Okay, so I was on alpha male Twitter, and I wanted to make Ellie watch some of the videos with me.
Why?
So we could talk about if these guys make any points. Because, you get this broken clock thing where sometimes people who are sending the wrong message could hit something a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
And I wanted your take because sometimes these guys maybe even said the right thing, just the wrong way. Dante, can you throw one up?
How is loyalty different between men and women? Well, one is about as loyal as another, though to different things. The thing to understand about women's loyalty that men often fail to appreciate is that women are loyal to their feelings. For instance, if a woman is completely in love with a guy, if she is 11 out of 10 attracted to him, then her loyalty is impressive indeed, and she will remain loyal as long as those feelings remain in her heart. A woman who is extremely attracted to a man will move across the world for him, will change her religion for him, will break with her family for him, will lie, cheat, and steal for him, and will help bury the body with him if necessary. A woman at that level of attraction is ride or die, and she will do absolutely crazy, irrational, and life-altering things for a man to keep him in her life. It's both impressive and terrifying how loyal a woman can be under the right conditions.
That guy's got such a nice bookshelf.
Oh, such a nice bookshelf. You think you should trust him, you know?
No, well, the thing is, like, when you see someone who's talking about stuff like that, you're like, oh, this must be some, like, nutcase in his parents' basement or something. But that looked like a really nice living room, and, he was wearing a button. His hair kind of looked like how I feel about my hair when I'm insecure.
Yeah, it seems like something, at a certain point he made a wrong turn, something went wrong. You're talking about manosphere content now. Like, clearly you had everything going for you and something went. Seems like maybe a woman, like, cheated on him or something like that.
He must have had that sort of Joker arc, because again, like, if he was just in, like, a basement or, like, a garage.
Even like a streamer setup, neon
but
light.
No, that's like an accountant's house.
That looks like he's on MSNBC, like being a contributor,
100%. He could be like a dentist, or I don't know, but it brings to mind, you see, when you see the alpha male content creator type guys, really any like Maha, just nutcase, they have a day job. Like the people around you when you go out in public could be someone who's making like car videos.
They could be anywhere.
They're among us.
What makes me feel sad about a guy like that is like he clearly is like he had the potential to be a normal, like moderately good looking, like clearly makes like a good salary, has good taste, he's got a lot of books. Like he's just a guy that could have been normal but has like for some reason made the turn into like crazy people content in order to like make men think that women are awful and like they should treat them badly. And like it makes me sad because it's like, hey man, someone could have loved you, but now look what the choices you're making are.
But then it's like, okay, well, he made some points. Like,
did he though? I mean, it's like,
yeah, yes.
Oh, what point did he make? That women are irrational and only led by their feelings?
Well, so here's the problem, and here's what I said about they're saying the right things the wrong ways. He's saying these things about women as if they are not also true about men.
Yeah,
but that does not make some of the things he's saying untrue. Like, oh, if a woman is loyal enough, she will change her religion, move across the country.
True.
But so would a guy.
Yes.
But like,
it's because men don't think that they have men don't think that they're emotional. Like men don't think they're guided by emotion because they don't think that anger is an emotion, and they don't think that like men are taught from a young age that they're more logical. They think their brains, and women think with their hearts, and like men blah blah blah. But it's like those are actually skills that you have to develop, just like emotions are. And like
the way that I exclusively think with my brain.
You totally develop. But yeah, they don't ever actually learn how to be logical because they're told that they're logical from birth, like naturally, so that many of them make all their decisions based on these irrational feelings, these crazy emotions, and they don't even realize that they're doing it.
Yeah, under the assumption that it is
it's logic. Well, my feelings are logical and your feelings are crazy people. Like that's how they live through the world. And yeah, well, I don't know, it just makes me laugh.
Let's take a look at another one, see if somebody hits on a better point.
That moment when a girl looks at you, what should you do? Wait for the second glance. Now here's a little secret. If you are interested and want to be sure they are too, wait for that second eye contact. It's like waiting for an encore at a concert. The first performance was great, but the encore confirms that the artist is really into the audience. Similarly, second eye contact is a good indicator that they are genuinely interested in you. It's like a silent nod of approval, a subtle sign that says, yes, I'm still interested. My friend, if you catch that second glance, take it as a green signal to proceed.
So what do you think about that one?
You know what, actually, I don't know if it's just because it's a woman saying it, but I do think this is, like, not untrue, but only in certain contexts. Like, I think that, you know, there's a whole, like, oh, men can't approach women anymore. And then there are women telling you, like, you absolutely can approach a woman in public if she's giving you the signal that she would like you to approach and you're normal about it. So I feel like it's helpful to know that a lot of times, like, yes, like, a woman, like, looking at you at a bar, turning around, looking back and making second eye contact with you might mean that she's interested in you coming over to talk to her. It doesn't mean she's interested in you being like, come grab my ass and be weird about it. But like, yeah, sure. Unless maybe you're like really like horrifying and she's just like, what am I looking at? But I doubt that that's the case. I think that that is true. It's just no one's going to listen to her because she's a woman. I
don't know if two looks is a sign. I mean, sometimes I just look at people twice.
I mean, in some contexts, but you would know. Like, you would know a look. You would think you would know.
I don't know. I mean,
like, on the subway, I stare at people in a really, probably rude way, but that's different. If I'm at a bar and I see a guy who's attractive, I'll look at him once, and I want to make sure he sees me looking at him so he maybe comes and talks to me. They never do. I don't know if I just have a vibe that says, do not talk to me.
The thing about you, though, is that your eyes are very particular, and I feel as though they are inherently flirtatious eyes. Am I wrong?
I have inherently flirtatious eyes. Oh, so I'm just asking for it?
You literally look like you're being flirty right now. Like,
I'm
because
just
of
talking.
but they're so expressive. They're like animated. You know what I'm saying? And that's arresting to people. And when people are arrested by eyes, they take it as a certain... So I think you could look at somebody once and they might be like, oh my God, she wants to talk to me.
No,
because your eyes just have this... Well, you're also very short, so maybe you're afraid they would scare you. You don't think so?
No.
Okay, anyway.
She makes a good point. I think she makes a good point.
Okay, Ellie agrees with the limey woman. I think that the limey woman is kind of off anyway because... look, if I look at you twice, don't approach me. As a matter of fact...
She's talking about women. This is what I don't understand why men don't take women's advice about women, as though women don't know women better than men know women. Not that, like, everything is a binary, but, like, me giving advice about women makes more sense than me giving advice about men. I don't really know what the fuck's going on over there.
If I ever see a woman at a bar and she looks at me 2 times, I'm
gonna
walk up to her. I'm gonna walk up to her.
You know, then you know.
No, I'll walk up to her. I'll approach and I'll walk up and I'll say, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And
that would work on me. You know that.
Okay, well, that's insane and you're psychotic. Next video.
Okay, Ashley, there's 2 guys in front of you. Out of either of those men, which one would you date? I'm having Ashley choose between 2 men. Now, the men can't see her. It's a double-sided mirror, but she can see them.
Okay, which one?
All she knows is information on her piece of paper. To break that down, the guy on the left is a software developer, 3rd-year engineer at Netflix that makes $380,000 a year plus stock options. He's 26 years old. The guy on the right is 29 years old. He's a high school substitute teacher that makes around $31,000 a year while he's paying to go through college.
I guess the right? Yeah.
You can run this test with as many girls as you want. You're gonna get the same result.
The one on the right.
The tall Jack guy will get the date over the rich guy. That's because attractiveness, it's more important than money. It acts like a gatekeeper.
No. It's because software engineer, like, tech guys are crazy. That's why. The other guy was attractive, you know?
The software engineer, that's literally exactly how I dress. Like, him in the fucking sweatpants and hoodie.
Yeah, he has more swag than you, though.
He has more swag?
Yeah, he's wearing those slutty little glasses, you know?
No, the laugh you did after saying that was like an, I know that I'm wrong.
I've never been wrong about anything.
I'm a kid who just got caught with their fucking hand in the cookie jar. Which one do you pick?
Well, I thought that the software engineer guy was like, he's more my type because I like glasses. But then I was like, oh, the teacher guy, he's doing something really noble because we need more male teachers and male role models in school. Also, he's age appropriate, like he's 31 and he's working on himself. He's going to college. Like I think he seems like a good dude. He's not necessarily my type, but yeah, I think I probably would. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The tough thing for me is if I was choosing the biggest negative on the software engineer, other than of course the tech thing, was his outfit, and that's tough for me to reconcile with because again, that's how I dress.
I like the outfit, but
maybe there's a lesson for me to learn from that.
I do also think in those if you're doing an experiment like that, I think that you're not understanding that a lot of women don't want to sound like a gold digger, so they would say the guy who makes less money, so it's not like I'm proving a point that women only care about money, you know, like if they were afraid that was sort of the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. That the host guy was definitely like alpha male style psychotic though. Like there was a sociopathy to him.
There's a way of speaking that you can just tell that that's what they're doing.
He was very hype.
This person is doing this thing, and actually, here's what it says about women. It's like, shut up.
It's a very like old school type of YouTuber voice.
Well, it's like beastification of all content, you know.
Mr. Beast meets like Dan Blazarian. I don't know. Let's watch the final video.
The way that her emotions are wired, she fixates on him. She starts to gravitate towards him. She starts to think about him only. And then all of a sudden, he might not even be the best looking guy. He might not even be the most attractive out of all the options in her inbox. But what happens is he was able to lead her emotions. This guy could be shorter than some of the guys she sees on the internet. This guy could be worse looking sometimes. But the thing that he was able to do was lead her emotions. And there's only one way to do this, and this is specifically through masculine energy. So now we're going to solve for this problem again. You say women have far too many options. Well, if we know that women are easily led by their emotions, the real problem that we should be solving for is if the herd of cattle or if the herd is going this way, and if you follow what every other man is doing, every other man is probably headed off like the cliff or they're going the wrong direction, right?
One major red flag I want everyone to take note of, and this isn't just in terms of romance and sex, this is across the board. Be wary of people who talk about animals. When people who are comparing human beings to animals, they're like, I was talking to this gun guy at like an NRA rally.
I would say there are bigger, maybe, red flags there, but go on.
Other than the obvious, I'm pretty sure he was carrying an AR-15 as well. Other than the obvious, he was like, all right, listen to me, boy. There's three types of people. There's the sheep, there's the wolves that prey on the sheep, and then there's the sheep dogs like me who protect the sheep from the wolves. And I said to him, like, so you just said there's three types of people and proceeded to list three animals. When people are talking about sheep and wolves and things like that, there's a degree to which they view humanity and the nature of human beings just a little differently to you because they immediately start talking about other species.
What are you talking about? The one thing I'll say he got right is that, yeah, women do sometimes like men that are like kind of ugly because they're in love with them.
100%. I mean, like anything that's one of the things that the alpha male type guys hit on in a pretty decent way is when they're talking about how it doesn't actually matter how good you look, dude. It matters how much of a badass you are and how much of a rogue you are. But the problem becomes like their definition of badass is different from the objective one. Like I saw one tweet that was talking about how like women are attracted to confidence and men who march to the beat of their own drum and play by their own rules and have their own sense of masculinity. But when they say their own sense of masculinity, they mean like the rigid, boring, regular type that when you try to adhere to it, you look significantly less masculine than when you don't.
Totally.
So like
all these guys are wearing the skinniest jeans and the tightest shirts you've ever seen.
They're wearing skinny jeans?
All of those guys wear skinny jeans. It's crazy because they want to like show off how jacked they are, and I'm like, ugh. What I find so interesting about this content as a whole is like this very sincere, like you could see it, and he was talking about how do we solve for X? How do we solve for this problem? They're taking this very unquantifiable thing, which is attraction and emotion and love, like love being this like really nebulous thing that we don't really like. Why does it happen? Why do some people fall in love with each other? Like I don't know, like there's some sort of chemical thing going on there. We don't really know. They're trying to take this thing that's very, very nebulous, very unquantifiable, and say, here's the formula. If you do X and Y, you will get Z. I don't know if that's a formula, but like they're trying to make it as though if you do these specific things, because we understand all these variables, here's how it's going to turn out. And none of that is true. You should always be wary about somebody who's telling you, if you do these things in dating exactly this way, it's going to turn out perfectly, because that's just not how dating is. That's not how people are. And like, you're going to be attracted to somebody who's like, you would not even understand why you were attracted to them. You're going to fall in love with somebody, and it's going to be because of their specific, you know, who they are, and not because of some formula.
Well, if you're watching this, everybody, this is for the men in the audience. If you see a woman at a bar, look at her like this with your big Ellie eyes, and then look away, and then look back at her with even wider eyes, and
look like Cash Patel, like
enter a staring contest. And if she holds, you could say anything. Just go up and just flirt, and you've got it. You just have to make them bulge.
That's it. Give her the Cash Patel, and she's yours.
I'm not going to get into Cash Patel. We'll do it into Cash Patel. Do you know about his dating life? Like
please don't tell me about it.
So he was dating he had a country singer girlfriend in Tennessee, and would use the FBI plane to go visit her.
Real.
And he would use the FBI plane.
That's love.
Who among us?
Who among us? But right?
No, he would use the FBI plane to go to like UFC fights, which on MSNBC I called them UFC games, and people were flaming me for it.
So what?
And like hockey and stuff. But he was dating this country singer. Now I think he's dating someone who's getting accused of being a Mossad honeypot. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I did see that. That's awesome. Anyway, clearly he's got things figured out. So
yeah, everybody beat Cash Patel,
and you'll be fine.
In a world of sheep and wolves and wolf dogs, be whatever Cash Patel is. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Stay tuned.